guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming a video that has also been on my list for quite some time, but I just haven't filmed it. So here we are, we're filming it. I am wearing the fanciest shirt in my wardrobe because we're gonna be destroying my face. I am using an entire collection of things that I dislike. So this is makeup that I'm getting rid of. Some of it because I really don't like it, and some of it just, it's not that great, right? So there's a mixture in this video, but I still don't think my face is gonna look very good, so I'm trying to make up for it by wearing this shirt. Anyway, I have a meeting in an hour, so we're gonna do this and hope for the best, and that I don't come out looking like a clown. So without further ado, I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna get started. So, first step is gonna be primer. I am gonna be using the Guerlain Whirl, however you wanna say this, primer. This is a gold flaked primer, and this is probably the most expensive thing that I am getting rid of. By the way, when I say getting rid of, I mean hopefully giving to friends, not throwing away, although some of this stuff is definitely probably close to expired. Anyway, this is something that I got because Tati talks about it on her channel nonstop, and I don't know, I've really thought that I needed anything that she said, so I'm not super excited to put this on my face because I know it has alcohol in it, which is not the best, but whatever, we're gonna try it. I am giving this makeup a fighting chance, by the way, you know. I put my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream on. I'm really gonna be trying my best. I don't want this to look crappy, so please believe me. So that's how it's sticky. It's so sticky. I don't remember it being that tacky before, so maybe it's expired, but yeah, I really don't know how long I'm gonna be able to leave this on my face, but that's okay. So my foundation is actually a powder foundation, which means we're gonna go in with concealer and a little bit of powder first. The concealer is this guy right here. This is the Jeffree Star. What is it called? It's called the Magic Concealer, I think it might be. It is in the shade C7. This, I believe, was the shade that was like responsible for all of the warehouse drama, but it's pale. It is a pale shade. I don't know if it's like the tone is off or it's just too light for me, but I just don't like it. I just don't think that it looks good. So we're gonna put this a little bit underneath the eyes, try to conceal a couple of blemishes, and then we'll be good to go, because obviously powder foundation is gonna go on top of concealer. I'm looking at it now and it looks very yellow to me. In here, it looks very pink toned, very cool toned, so I don't actually know what's going on with this makeup. And we're gonna take the IT Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush, which is, I love this brush, and blend it out. Ugh. This doesn't look good to me. By the way, my brows are on, and I actually also have mascara on because I don't have a mascara to use in this video. I got rid of a few mascaras, but they were all expired, and I just don't feel like putting those on my eyes for any reason, but let alone for a video. So that's how it's blending out underneath the eye. I just think it's too pale for me. I mean, it's gonna be going underneath foundation this time, which might make it look better. I don't really know, but I don't think so. I just don't think it's for me. I think it makes my nose look all weird, and I'm just not here for it, so thank you, next. It's just looking so bad right in here. I'm just not happy about that. This is not gonna look good. I'm here telling you this is not gonna look good. Obviously, it's makeup that I don't like, but whatever. So, in keeping, we're gonna be using the Jeffree Star powder as well. Is this called the Magic Powder? I really feel like it is, but it doesn't actually say it. It just says Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Anyway, this is the shade Fair. It smells like cotton candy, which is really nice, but I don't like it. The packaging is sharp. The packaging on this is sharp, so even if I liked the formula, the packaging hurts me all the time. So we're just gonna powder the area. I think the powder makes the concealer even look worse. I tried to use this powder over different concealers that I know I like, and I was still not happy. Like, this doesn't look awful. I'm not, you know, over here thinking that this is the worst concealer and powder I could possibly have on my face, but it definitely doesn't look good. So, foundation. This guy right here. This is the BareMinerals Original Powder Foundation. I have the shade Fairly Light 03. This is not something that I actually hate, but it's just so finicky for me. I have never been able to wear this foundation like during a day and have it look nice all day. So I'm gonna take some in there, use the same foundation brush, swirl, tap, buff. So. Oh. Do you guys see that texture? Can you see that? That is really something. Not for me, dog. I like that it's not like super matte. It's definitely nice. And I feel like there was a time when I really did like this foundation. So I understand why it's popular, but it's just not for me. It just doesn't give me the most even application. I don't know if that's a function of the fact that it's a powder or what, but I will say this foundation kind of changed the game a little bit when it came out. So no disrespect to BareMinerals, but I just don't like how it looks on my face. I don't know how well you can see. Looks bad in there. Smile lines, pores, things that otherwise really wouldn't be an issue for me are an issue. And so obviously it's a powder foundation, so my face shouldn't feel tacky, but it does still feel tacky, which is wild. So I guess we're gonna put a little more of this powder on. That must be because of the Guerlain primer. It's just like such a nasty tackiness. This powder does smell really good though. Let's bronze. I have two bronzers that I'm getting rid of. I have the NARS Laguna bronzer and I have the Kylie Cosmetics Toasty bronzer. Now both of these, if you look at the shades, are just off for me, but in different directions. This is way too cool for me and this is way too warm and dark for me. I don't know why I ever thought I was gonna be able to get away with this. So what I think I'm gonna do is use the Kylie as a little bit of like a bronzer shade, and then I'll go over with a fluffier brush and Laguna. Oh my god, I have powder all over my pants. Yeah, I'll go back over with Laguna. So we'll use the Kylie. Oh, looks so bad. Blends out okay, but I just don't think it's a good shade for me. Like there's bronzing products and contour products that I can make work on my face. I'm not a good contourer, you know, I'm not, but that's just not for me, man. And anybody who's thinking that I am actively trying to make this look bad, please trust me. I'm not. This is how I apply the rest of my makeup that I use, stuff that I love, right? So all I'm expecting from makeup is that it lives up to things that I already know that I love, you know? So if it's not gonna do that, there's just no reason for me to keep it. I'm gonna take the Wand Ball powder brush with Laguna and kind of go over my cheeks a little bit more intensely. Ugh, my camera's about to die, which is really fun, so we'll get this done as quickly as we can. I just feel like it looks muddy. Not a fan. You know, really trying to apply it the way that I would every other product that I own, and it's just not my cup of tea, honestly. So blush, this is probably the least disliked product in this collection. This is the Wanderlust blush from Buxom Cosmetics in the shade Seychelles. I don't hate this, I just don't love it, and I really wanted to love it, especially Kathleen Lights talks about this all the time. It's just too shimmery for me. It has too much of a glow, and I feel like it looks so heavy. And mind you, again, I'm gonna repeat myself, I'm using the same technique and the same brushes in this case that I would for any other blush, and I just feel like it looks bad. It's too much sheen, you know? I like a good glowy blush, but for me, we'll use the, what's it called? Gold Rush. The Gold Rush blush from Benefit that's the kind of shimmer that I look for, shine that I look for in a blush. This is literally like chicken grease, and I haven't even put highlighter on yet. So why don't we put some highlighter on? Why don't we go in with the Wet n Wild? This is the Megaglow highlighting powder in the shade Bloom Time. This product is just too freaking shimmery for me. We're just gonna apply it. I think applied with a very light hand, this can be cute. Can be. But if you have any texture on this area of your face, just forget it, you know? I have more texture on that side, you can see it. I have a little texture on this side, you can see it. Looks better on this side than it does on that side, but you can't control whether or not you're gonna have texture on the high points of your face, and I would prefer to just have a highlighter that I know isn't gonna do that. So let's do lips before we do eyes, because I just need to get something on my lips, even though I hate these products. Lip liner. We're gonna use the MAC Whirl lip pencil. I despise MAC lip liners. They are wood. They are awful. They drag. They're dry. I don't understand why everybody's always talking about them, so let me do this real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. I think the color's nice. I really do like the color. Like I said, this is Whirl. But the formula just sucks, to be honest. There's so many good creamy lip products with great staying power that I don't feel like I need to use a product like this. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how it feels. It's a little bit less horrible right now because I have lip balm underneath it, but like I can't get an even clean Cupid's bow with this lip liner, and that's really what I use lip liner for. Now we're gonna do the color, and it is the gel color from Nudestix in the shade J Mama. I just don't really love this formula. The color's fine, I guess, but it's just not, it doesn't feel great. I don't know, I feel like you can see all the lines in my lips so much more than before I put this on, and that's not what I'm looking for. So eyeshadow, very quickly, go back in with this. I don't really love eyeshadow all that much, it's not my vibe, but I like to put this a little bit through my crease, and then the little palette that I'm getting rid of, you'll see why I'm getting rid of it. Dang, I really thought I charged this battery. So this doesn't look half bad. I don't mind the Kylie bronzer on the lid. I think that actually looks really, really beautiful, but I have several shades like this in eyeshadow palettes. I don't need to keep this bronzer for this purpose. So we're gonna do that, okay? And then we're gonna take the Maybelline City Mini palette. It's trying to escape, it's trying to fall back into my lap and stay in my collection. This is the Rooftop Bronzes little palette, and the reason that I'm not keeping this, and the reason I don't really like it, is because it's all shimmer. I mean, if you can see, it's gonna focus. There we go, it's all shimmer, okay? So that's just not what I like to do with my makeup. So I think I'm just gonna take this shade right here, this gold shade, put it on my lid. Don't have a problem with the formula of the shadows. I actually think they're very good, especially for a drugstore. But I do not need an entirely shimmery palette. I'm gonna go in with this color next to it now and put it on the outer corner. I think an entirely matte palette is one thing, because I would be fine with an entire matte look. And then I could, you know, use a single shadow, or, you know, like the Pat McGrath quad that I have. And that could be my shimmer. But an entirely shimmery palette, unless I'm doing fancy shimmery looks all the time, I just don't need it. So I'm not saying it looks bad. I actually think it looks really, really pretty, but I just don't need it. And because I'm trying to minimize my collection right now, I don't think it needs to stay. It's a fine bang for your buck, and if you have a collection where you don't mind having extra palettes, then definitely I think this is a good product. But for me, I have it in other palettes that I like more, and therefore I can keep less in my collection. Does that make sense? Finally, we are gonna set the face with the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. The reason that I'm not keeping this is because it is just far too glowy. Got this because the Taylor recommended it. Hold on, let me try and show it to you. She talked about it in a video where she tried out the JCat Aquasurance Compact Powder Foundation, and she had just gone on and on about the fact that that foundation and this combined is like the most beautiful finish. I just think it's too glowy for me. and I don't need to keep it. I think that's like the general theme. A couple of these things I really don't like, but most of it, it's like, I just don't need this, right? Like I know what makeup I love what I love with all of my heart, and I just don't feel like I need to keep other things. So the only things I think I really actively dislike are this lip pencil, the Jeffree Star stuff, and the Buxom blush. I think everything else is just wrong shade, don't need it, a little bit off for me. Let me zoom you guys out again. Actually, let me zoom you in first so you can see everything I'm talking about. So over here, we've just got an incredibly textured cheek, a lot of glow from the blush. We've got lips that look 90, and I just don't think that the base is my cup of tea. That's personal preference. Again, I say personal preference, but you know, I guess from all the way back here, doesn't look half bad, but in person, my cheeks look muddy. My laugh lines are like 6 feet under, and I just don't love it, so it's not for me. Thank you for joining me. Glad we got to talk about all these products so that I can finally declutter them. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. I gotta go wash my face, I think, because I don't think I can go to my meeting like this. I don't know. You guys tell me. Do I look like Zoom presentable? Anyway, thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you on my next video. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to. Bye.